amazing because listening to you talk and listening to some of the other successful traders that I speak to, you have that commonality. What you're saying, what they're saying is exactly the same things. You've got to know who you are, what your strategy is, and you stick with that.
Yes.
And that is your formula for your success. And in trading, every one of us has a formula for success. We've got to establish what it is and stick to that, stick to the rules, um, and just be humble enough to do that because it's so easy to get sidetracked.
Yeah, and caught up in the moment or abandon your trades. You get angry at the market and you walk away, and then you don't understand something has dropped to an extent that you can't recover it anymore. But it's because you thought you are able to get back at the market. You're not. The market doesn't care about your revenge plans and your happiness and your sadness. And it's just the market. And like any other business, you have a business plan. You know what you can spend on marketing. You know what you can spend on buying stock, on rent, on losses. And you have got to apply the exact same mindset on your trading. It's a business. It cannot take care of itself. You have to take care.
Sure. Well said. That's some really good stuff there. That was very cool. So let's go on to a couple of other things that I wanted to ask you about because I found these were really interesting and I wanted to get your perspective. When it comes to understanding cryptocurrency prices, um, what signs do you look for when you're looking at fluctuations in prices and those changes? What signs do you look for, and how do you kind of make your predictions about those prices?
It is actually, I think, much, much easier than most people make it out to be. The moment you overcomplicate it and overthink it, it becomes tedious and it's just not something like it to be involved anymore. Then it's just difficult.
It's work.
Yeah, yeah. So yes, there are so many experts out there, and there are people that really know what they are doing. But there's a lot of noise as well. So number one, start off by making the decision. I'm going to be the expert. Yes, I will listen to people and I will filter out the noise, but in the end, it's your business, it's your responsibility to be the expert and make the hard decisions. And the entire market is based on price and demand, and supply and demand, and millions of people's emotions and stuff. So, but there are three main components that you can use to predict price, or at least understand where is price heading to, most probably. And you have got your technical analysis, which is a skill that you can acquire. It's theory that you learn and you apply it. That's technical analysis. Then you have your fundamental analysis. Um, that is just human behavior, how things change in the world we live in. We could have Elon Musk boosting Dogecoin, or we can have Peter Schiff. All of a sudden, we discover this guy. He has been propagating against crypto all his life. Now he has got an NFT collection that's going on auction. I mean, that's crypto, where I come from. Or we have a COVID pandemic, or the climate change, or we can listen what is Mark Zuckerberg saying about his Libra coin, what is happening with the metaverse. Plug into those things. Those are the fundamentals that will have an effect on price. Some fundamentals will make the price go up, others will make it dump. The FOMC meetings, the CPI figures, the American inflation, Canada, all of a sudden Binance is withdrawing from Canada because their regulations are just too strict. Those are your fundamental news. It influences price. So we have technical analysis, we have the fundamentals, and then we have sentiment. That is something that you also need to analyze. And for that, it is simple. There's a fear and greed index. When people are fearful, price drops. It's a good time to get into a coin. Look for the bargains. When people are greedy, price goes up. It's a good time to maybe sell the coin. So look at those. What is market sentiment right now? Is the sentiment bearish? Is it bullish? Um, so look at your technical analysis, your fundamental analysis, and your sentimental analysis. decide on the trend. Is the trend upwards? Is it downwards? Are we in a bullish phase? Are we in a bearish phase? And even that is not too hard. On the technical side, again, it can be very simple. There are only three factors that you really need to phase into your technical analysis. Number one is your candle patterns. There are green candles and there are red candles. So the thicker the body and the longer the body of your green candle, that's a good uptrend. Opposite for the downtrend. There you go. And I mean, if you look at a 1 minute chart, that candle only tells you what's happening the past minute. But I mean, if you look at your weekly chart and you've got a long green candle, it means the uptrend over a weekly period is strong because that candle represents an entire week. So look, which bodies are the longest and the strongest? That's where the trend is going. Look over a period of time, your lower lows or your higher lows. So establish the trend. That's number one. And it's not too difficult if you just zoom out to your longer time frames, the dailies and the weeklies, right? Next one is your moving averages. Go and learn a bit about moving averages. We do present that in our course, but there are so many material available on simple moving averages. Your 200s, your 21 and your 55. That's the ones I like because they give me a nice spread. And then of course, your trend lines. Those are the lines that you pull diagonally on your chart from top to bottom or bottom to top, just connecting literally the dots, the tops of the weeks or the bottoms of the weeks to establish your trend. So get the trend, see the candle pattern, and what was our other one? Just establish bearish or bullish, and use your moving averages. So be the expert. Acquire the skill. It's not hard. Keep it simple. Have simple rules and stick to them. That's it.
One of the things that I like about the On Point Bootcamp is you establish what rules work for you personally. And I think that's really important. Just going back to what you said there about market sentiment, I see it's been like this the entire month. It's the current status is neutral.
All the time, between 49 and 51. 49, 51. There it ranges for a long time now.
Yeah. So it's fascinating what you're saying here. And I love the way you distill it because there's so much noise. There's so much noise on so many different levels. I've recently found on Instagram, there are a ton of influencers who basically put propaganda out there. I would say that. And my thinking is, are they doing this to kind of drive market sentiment, or are they trying to kind of get people on a fundamental level to act in a certain way? Some of it's against certain coins, some of it's pro certain coins, putting in all this fluff that's happening in the market. So it's interesting to see that some people are doing that.